Did you know that you can explore abandoned jaguar jets in South Wales? I'm going to take you and show you exactly how to find them.
Hi everyone and welcome back. We're here today down in South Wales and we're heading to the RAF Air Weapons Range. Now this is a live air weapons range which is still in use very frequently. There's been a lot of low passes today by the Atlas A400 and there's been also typhoons going over. But we are going today to go into the air weapons range where there are two abandoned jaguars just left there in the field on the air weapons range. Now you are able to basically go up to them, see them, sit in them. I just find something fascinating about abandoned aircraft, so I am now going through the back trails of the beach. I've left the car in Pembrey Country Park and I believe it's around a 4.5 mile walk down to the air weapons range. Now a lot of people are going to moan you shouldn't be going there, it's a live air weapons range and blah blah, but we're going. People have been and I am going. If there is live activity or something is due to go on, there will be red flags up warning you, so it's a no-go then. But as long as we're all good to go, I'm going to go and show you around these amazing jaguars that have just been left there in the middle of sort of sand dunes and fields down in South Wales. So I can't wait to check them out. I just find something fascinating about abandoned aircraft, or to be honest, any sort of aircraft in general. But if you're thinking of coming here and want to see them, looking for a pretty cool adventure, bear in mind they are difficult to find. Now you can do a lot of digging around online regarding the air weapons range and so on, but obviously you can't access the air weapons range. You have to basically take the beach or all the marshland behind it. So we're on the trails now and I've done a bit of looking online and people are saying, yeah, if you put into Google Maps MOD Pembrey, it's going to take you right to them and all that. It's nonsense. It's not going to. Your car's going to just get confused. The sat nav's going to keep taking you in loops. It's an absolute shambles. So what I've done, left the car at Pembrey Country Park and walked down. So what I'm going to do, if you're not familiar with What 3 Words, it's basically a website that will give you the exact location and the coordinates to where you want to visit. So what I'm going to do, pop just by there, you're going to see the What 3 Words. So if you want to come here, pop that in and that will take you directly to where you want to go. But at the moment, I've got no signal. So let's see how this goes. If you haven't watched the previous video that I done a few months ago, that was on the beach just outside the air weapons range where they do tactical beach landings. So we had the Airbus Atlas A400M doing tactical beach landings, touch and goes, low passes, which is amazing to see. You know, I can't recommend it enough. If you want to see an absolute monstrous plane landing on the beach and taking off again, then this is the place to do it. So if you want to do that, guys, what I suggest you do is head over to our website, NOTAMs, which I'll pop below. That will then give you warnings that are in place for this beach. So for example, it will show you like a red circle, and when you click on it, if they are landed on the beach, it will say tactical beach landings. Sometimes there's no specific times, you have to sort of guess it or be lucky. What I tend to do when I visited, I timed it with low tide, so I knew the tide had to be out for them to land. I got here straight after. Boom, we managed to get it spot on, and you're literally meters away from the aircraft. They pop out like orange sort of cones to replicate a runway for the aircraft to land, so that is awesome. So get on it. There is literally nobody on these paths. Now I've been walking, I just checked for 2 miles and I haven't seen one person. The tracks here have gone from sand to sort of mud. I believe I am heading back down towards the beach, which I would prefer because I know where I'm going there. I don't know sort of where I'm going to come out at this stage. So fingers crossed we get there. Bit of a pain in the ass, no signal. Can't put the 3 words into What 3 Words, which is a bit of a nightmare, but I don't see me going far wrong. I'm following the coast downwards, so we should be there. I'm hoping in the next sort of half hour. I did get myself in a little bit of a pickle. When the path ends, guys, head to one of the paths that lead to the beach because the grass was just up to my waist, stingies and all that. So I'm now retracing my routes to basically take a path down to the beach. Well, that's a bit of a gutter. The red flags are up and I can see there's a vehicle on the beach, which states to me potentially there could be beach landings. I'm not too sure. It looks like they've definitely been landing here because I can see the tyre marks all in the sand, but potentially we may have to continue the video another time, or we may get some landings. I'll keep you posted. Walking down the beach now, there's a car with flashing lights. I believe they're going, or they're coming over to me. I'm not quite sure what's going on. We shall see. Coming over to me. Let's see what they say. Hiya, mate. Yeah, alright.
Where are you going? It's a hair weapons range down there, so...
Ah, right, they're doing like landings, are they?
Oh no, we're night flying helicopters.
Fair enough, mate.
Flying to 12.
Ah, no problem, mate. Yeah, I was just walking. Yeah, that's fine. Nice one, mate. No problem. So, basically, the helicopter flying tonight until 12, so I've basically just been told I can't go any further down the beach. What an absolute disaster. Absolute joke. I get it, but it's public beach. But, oh well, let's see if we can go up this way. So, I will be resuming this video another time, guys. Obviously, they're doing helicopter landings tonight at 12. I'm not going to just go in and see them, especially while it's a live air weapons range. But I just took a little detour sort of up on the sand dunes, and I sort of came down a single track road around the back. And when you look on the maps, it looks like the aircraft are quite, far back. So I just thought I'll walk down this track just to basically see if I can see them in the distance or whatever. But as I was walking down, I think I've taken a sort of road that directly leads you to the air weapon range. So I seen that there was a car parked up and there was two lads sitting down. So I obviously put two and two together and realised I am walking directly into the air weapons range. So I just turned around to come the other way. I didn't realise I was walking straight into it. So as I was walking back then, they drove up behind me. They just sort of circled and went back down. So they're obviously watching. People don't go in there, which I'm not going to do. So when it's clear to another day this week, I'll head back up so I can show you all. So we'll resume it then. Good morning, happy Sunday. The weather is glorious. It's 6 a.m. on this Sunday morning, so we're prepped with our McDonald's coffee and we're heading back down to Pembrey Sands to find the Jaguar jets. Now, like I said last time, unfortunately couldn't get in. There was helicopter shooting the range, so we couldn't go anywhere near it, and the RAF were on guard there. So we're going back down today. I have checked NOTAMs. There is no flight planning or any warnings in place for today, which is fantastic. So we're going to be able to just walk straight in there and show you around. So I'm going to head up, guys, to Pembrey Country Park, leave the car there and head down the paths as far as I can get throughout the dunes and then take the beach from there. So we'll see you there. When you get to Pembrey Country Park, you need to follow the road all the way around and go to car park 1. This is the nearest access to the beach. When you are then parked in car park 1, it takes you straight onto the path to lead you down. At this point, make sure there is no red flag on show, otherwise you won't be able to go any further and access the air weapons range. We're now down by the MOD Pembrey Watchtower. So the instructions that I'm following, I have to go past this for around half a mile, and then we're going to take a shortcut then up onto the dunes. So if you're using what 3 words, if you click navigate, you can use the what 3 words compass that will let you know exactly how far away you are. If you don't want to use that, you can connect it to Apple Maps or Google Maps and it will show you exactly how far away you are. We have made it. I can see the jets right in front of me. So I'm really looking forward to getting close up to these. That was difficult to get to. Yeah, you've got to across some crap to get you. You know, you've got to be, you know, quite fit and agile, you know, to get through some of the terrain. It's bumpy, it's hilly, there's brambles everywhere, but so worth it. You're looking at around 4.5 miles each way, so about 9 miles in total from Pembrey Country Park there and back. We've made it. How awesome is this behind me? We've got the 2 Jaguar jets just in the middle of South Wales. Absolutely nothing around. Pieces of aviation history just left here in a field in Pembrey. So come on, I'm going to show you all around them, and I'm going to get in and we can have a little look. This is the first Jaguar that we're going to have a look at. So this is the XX 958, and you're just free to have a good look around. You can walk under them, you can basically do whatever you want. So we're going to take you for a good look around these. I can't wait to get in the cockpit and get a little shot up there. But if any of you like adventuring, you know, just going out exploring, not even if you only love aviation, but if you want an adventure and you want to come to something cool and abandoned, then why not come and see 2 military jets? It doesn't get much cooler than this. Very difficult to find. Hopefully I've covered all the information that you need in regards to getting here. Look at that. You can get up close and personal right up in there. Let's go up and sit in the cockpit, shall we? And just like that, we are in the cockpit. So you can sit down, get a feel of what it would have been like. And now I'm going to bring the camera up and I'm going to show you exactly what is left inside here. Just be careful, obviously, when you're getting up and you're getting down. This is what's left of the inside. As you can imagine, loads of wires, bits of metal sticking out everywhere because they have been abandoned for quite some time. That's where the seat would have been. So yeah, quite cool that you're able to get in there. You know, if you want, you can get a photo. You can get a photo on top of the aircraft as well. So I'm gonna just come up here now and have a little walk down the roof of the jet. Just be careful when you're up here, guys. Obviously, there has been a little bit of rain, so parts of it are quite slippery, and you are at quite a height if you did take a tumble off here. And just look at that view. Not a person in sight. In a moment we will head over to the other jet as well, just to show you guys. Let's climb up and sit in here, shall we? Ugh. And we're up. So, if you want to come and sit in a Jaguar engine, you can here. Ah, this is great. Nobody around, just chilling with my 2 jets back here. Oh, let's get out. Oh, just for there as well, there is a few tanks which we will have a little explore of once we've looked in the other jet. Here is Jaguar XX966. We're going to have a little look around this one. We will also get in it. I'm imagining it's going to be pretty much the same. However, you know, we're here, we're going to take the opportunity that we have to have a good look around both of them. Just look how unreal they look. Stunning. This one, easier to get up, I've noticed. So if you're not a very good climber, I'd recommend going up this one, because this has some sort of metal support underneath it. I don't know if it's probably because the aircraft may be quite unstable compared to that one over there. That one but there, you have to just basically grab onto what you can and climb up. This one, there's a, you know, it looks a bit more easier. It looks like that you'll have sort of a bit of a step to get up, especially if you want to go up on the wings or up in the cockpit there. Check that view out through there, right through front to the back of the jet. A bit more going on in the back of this aircraft. There's a bit more of the original parts still there. The other one was pretty much completely empty. So if you take a look in there, a lot of pipes running through. If you really wanted to, you could literally climb in here and crawl through. You know, as I thought, very similar. A lot of grass in this one, but a lot more on show, so a lot more originally intact, a lot more exposed than the last one that we went in. Great little photo opportunity once again if you did want to sit in there. And on the roof of this one, a lot of damage. The only thing I could probably think of is when they're here using the air weapons range, I'm assuming that they are using these jets as objects to shoot at, so they use this as a target. Look at them. If it is, look at that. That has pierced this to shreds. Does look like it could be some sort of bullet holes. Just look at the side there, they've got them as well. All the cracks in the bodywork. And then more down here, even on the flaps and the tail. It's got a lot of damage. Way more than the other one. I literally didn't see any damage on the other one in terms of sort of like bullet holes. Just chilling in the jet. I'm having a great time. I'm not rushing. I'm having a nice little adventure, and I'm just living in the moment. It is really windy here. I think, to be fair, that I've literally got here just in time, because it took me over an hour to get here from Pembrey Country Park, and it is starting to pick to rain, so, and I've got to head back. But we're just going to give you a sort of a 360-degree view of the aircraft from my point of view up here. Just got to be super careful where you step. And then over by there, some of the tanks then. How awesome is this? If any of you know of any other abandoned planes, jets in the UK, please drop it in the comments, because I would definitely love to visit. This is pretty cool also, just behind the jets. Look at all these tanks just left here. And one thing that's cool as well, you can go in them. Just look at them. It looks absolutely amazing. So yeah, you can, they're just left. Once again, I'm assuming objects that they aim at for the air weapons range. But look at this. You can literally go in here, you know, a lot of damage to them, you know, over the years. Holes in the floor. But you can go in every single one. Look at that.
So I'm just going to show you around all of them. This one is probably the most decent out of them all. Oh look, you've got the hatch, there's drawers here, seats, very rusted though, but nevertheless pretty damn cool. And then this is the last one. So we're going to get in this one, probably the most accessible one, just a small step in. And then you've got the hatch as well there. Pretty cool. So yeah, that is all of them, guys. And that is the abandoned Jaguars here at Pembrey Sands. Now I'm just going to give you a little bit of advice, guys, before we wrap it up. Now, first bit of advice if you're thinking of visiting, check NOTAMs. That is a website that is going to let you know if there are any warnings and restrictions in place here for that day. So it will say, for example, tactical beach landings, or they could be training in the air weapons range. If there is any warning in place for this area, you will see a red circle around this area, which is a warning. If you see that, don't bother coming, because there's going to be live training going on. Now, if you are just going to completely wing it and come here without doing your research, be prepared to be massively disappointed, because there will be red flags up down on the beach and you won't be able to go down any further. You will be told to turn around and go back the other way. And my third point is bring something warm to wear, bring good trainers, because what you're going to find, even though it's a warm day, the wind is chilly, and also you're looking anything up to a sort of a 10-mile walk overall. So you're going to cross all different kinds of terrain. It's hilly, bumpy, you're going to go up and down sand dunes, you're going to go through trees, potentially stingy nettles. They're hard to get to, but as you can see, it's completely worth it. So just bear those three things in mind, everyone. Now, if you're not already subscribed, guys, please like, comment and subscribe. The majority of you watching the videos aren't subscribed. It's free to do and it helps me out enormously in growing the channel as best as I can. And why not become a Wales Adventures official member or become a patron? All your help goes a long way. It all goes back into the channel to make more exciting and bigger and better aviation and travel content, guys. But thank you so much for watching. The camera's moving. It's so windy here, I cannot get it to stay straight. So I'll see you soon, guys. See you on the next one. Stay safe. Peace out. 4.5 miles back to Pembrey. Let's go.